Good evening, everyone. My name is Randy Kropp. I'm the father of the groom. On behalf of my wife, Jennifer, along with John and Judy Walsh, and the Hannah siblings, Joseph and Sarah, we would like to welcome you to St. Augustine and this unique venue this evening. The historic city is not only the oldest settled city in U.S., but one that has so many roots for Hannah's family. And we're so excited to be here to celebrate with Hannah and Christian this occasion. As for Christian, you have been a joy since the day you were here born. Your faith and commitment, honesty, strength, and drive have led you to where you now are. We are so excited for your new life in Miami. So thank you everyone who traveled to be here and for all your support, love, and friendship that you have provided this beautiful couple. We cannot be more happy for the two of you as you begin your lives together. So if everybody would raise a glass and a toast. May God continue to bless you with close friends, family, and an abundance of love and life partnership as a married couple. May you have a long and happy life together.
I got to know Christian and got to see his relationship with Hannah develop, which was a beautiful thing. I got to know him before Hannah and after Hannah, and I gotta say, Hannah really, she shaped him up into a man. Before that, he was a boy. And Hannah is so wonderful and so smart and so interesting. So I'm very happy for you two. Incredible love story, and we're so grateful to be here with you.
And Christian is probably one of the most down-to-earth people I've ever met. And very similar to Christian, Hannah was just always so thoughtful. Always not just asking about how I'm doing, but also checking in how my parents were doing, how my siblings were doing. And she always remembered everything that I would tell her about my siblings. And it was one of those traits that I just always found incredible. So I know you two are going to have an extremely happy life together, a long life together. So God bless you guys. We love you.
My name is Joseph Walsh, and I am the proud brother of the beautiful bride-to-be. I didn't know it at the time, but Hannah was my first best friend. We essentially did childhood side by side together. But through it all, she was just always strong. She was always, inspired me with my faith and everything. And she's Christian. You're marrying such a wonderful woman. So thank you, and I'm very looking forward tomorrow to the marriage of Christian and Hannah. So throughout our friendship, when I say friendship, it's friendship with Christian and friendship with Hannah. Going on trips, hanging out, going to church together, dinners with the Kropp family. He has been a solid example to me. And for me, I feel like that steadfast joy is only found in the Lord. And there is something that it cannot be shaken with Christian. It cannot be shaken with Hannah. Through all the ups and downs, 7 years of friendship and dating and engagement, you guys are steadfast, and that is something that I can truly look to as someone, and to both of you as an example, as just looking to the Lord and guiding them constantly in everything they do. You guys are both living out what God has called us to be on this earth, and I can't thank you enough.
I never knew what having a best friend meant until I met Hannah. And she remains an answered prayer, to a prayer that I didn't even know that my heart needed or desired. We first messaged in August of 2015 before college, and in Hannah's very first message to me, she wrote, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm hopeful I'm able to grow as a student, athlete, Christian, and friend over these next few years." And I'm not telling anyone in this room anything you don't already know when I say that she has accomplished each of those goals 100-fold. She remembers to show up for everyone she meets with attention to detail, genuine curiosity, and intentional presence. Her earnestness is friendship redefined, and one of the few people that I've met whose humility, steadfastness, and quiet strength compare to Hannah. I imagine his parents never had to utter the common rhetorical counsel, "Who are you when no one else is watching?" Christian's been in the work since the day I met him, and yes, in the work to win over Hannah, but fervently self-reflecting physically, mentally and spiritually to accomplish those same goals that Hannah wrote about to me in that first initial message. But what's more remarkable is that in relationship with both Hannah and Christian, in friendship with both of them, I too have become a better student, a better athlete, a better Christian, and a better friend. And that is what is remarkable if you're lucky enough to love and be loved by Christian and Hannah. Their light makes everyone around them shine brighter. Hannah and Christian, we know that you will continue to sharpen each other, just as you have changed each of us for the better and your marriage. As everyone has said already, your love is a vibrant reflection of God's goodness. And we celebrate tonight the undeserved graciousness of his sacrificial love that's on display in both of you. As Craig mentioned earlier, truly how magical heaven must be if this slice of your covenant shown in your love is really this sweet for us to witness. We wait in anticipation of that. But for now, we pray that through your union, you will know God's love for you far wider and deeper and higher than you ever have before. So cheers to Hannah and Christian walking each other home.
Hannah and I were teammates on Yale Swim and Dive together, but I actually knew who Hannah was long before that. I was a sophomore in high school, watching the live stream of all Ivy Swim and Dive Championships when I was awed by this one diver that I saw on the pool deck. She would execute her own beautiful, high-scoring dives, and then immediately get out, stand on the side of the pool deck, and start cheering and clapping so loudly for her teammates. She'd bounce up and down with them as they bounced on the diving board as if she was about to do the dive with them, and just exhibited the most boundless energy for them, dive after dive after dive, until it was her turn to score again. And I remember just being struck by her wholehearted leadership and friendship. Not just scoring points for her team, but deeply, deeply focused on uplifting her teammates too. And I called my mom over to where I was watching, and I pointed at the diver on the screen, and I said, "Look at her. I love her. I want to be on a team of people like her. I want to be friends with her. I want to be like her." Even through a computer screen, even at 15 years old, even as she was a complete stranger, I could see how special she is. And I knew that if I had the chance, I would do anything to be friends with her. And whether it was our countless fun memories as teammates and roommates at Yale, or it was her face being the first one that I saw as I was wheeled into the Miami Trauma Hospital, or it was looking up in the stands at the Paris Paralympics and seeing her, Hannah is everywhere, beaming, clapping, cheering on those around her, just as I had seen her do just 10 years earlier. It turns out that 15-year-old me deciding to try to be friends with Hannah would be one of the best decisions of my entire life. And who then, in my eyes, could match an angel of Hannah's status? It's a fair question, and it's one that I was pretty sure the answer to was no one. Until I met Christian, whose love knows no bounds. You'll see him, a Yale lacrosse stud, dressed in matching Christmas pajama onesies because Hannah's asked him to. You'll see him rearranging their weekend plans to go ring shopping so he can spend all weekend sitting in a hospital with me and Hannah, eating gummy candy even though he hates it, and acting like there's nowhere else he'd rather be in that moment. You'll see him move his career to Florida to support Hannah's residency, and I am certain that you will see him beaming, clapping, and cheering on Hannah for the rest of their lives. What an absolute gift to be a part of their wedding, and what a gift to be their friend. Here is to two of the best people we will ever know marrying each other.
And I benefited so much from Hannah's friendship. We're the friends that I had been praying for, the ones that I could dance with on a Saturday night and go to church with on a Sunday morning and share so much of our values and our life together. And I think I always say, Christian, you're the shoot your shot story of the century, because The fact that he was a freshman and she was this beautiful, wonderful junior didn't freak him out. But what I love about it so much is that Christian recognized how extraordinary Hannah was and that he couldn't let the opportunity pass. And to see someone love your friend the way you love them and recognize like that, Hannah, you truly are extraordinary. Same for Christian, you're also extraordinary. Christian is truly one of a kind. Your boldness, your kindness, your just, again, same as Hannah. Earthly accomplishments on the field, in the classroom, at Barclays, everywhere, but more than that, just the person you are and how steadfast you are in your own faith and your own values and your, care for others. You guys are, I keep using this word, but it couldn't be more true, just an extraordinary couple. And I'm really so happy for you and so grateful to be part of your life.
It's truly a gift from God to have someone to walk alongside you when, we're both able to sit down with each other and recognize the hardships that we're undergoing and at the same time point to each other's strength and accomplishments that have gotten us to this point, and reminded us of our identity in Christ and our community and brought us back home. You guys represent everything that's good in the world, and you bring us all back to who we are. And so we celebrate you. We're so excited. We're looking forward to tomorrow. And yes, I don't have my glass, but cheers to the wonderful Dr. Walsh and Mr. Christian Prop.
At the very core of her being, Hannah is a person who uplifts others. She is a person who sees the best in people, even when they cannot see it for themselves. It has been one of my biggest privileges to grow up alongside Hannah, to get to learn from her and with her what it looks like to be a good friend. So, as she grows into this next stage of life, it is so special that she will get to do so with a partner like Christian at her side. Christian, you are someone who highlights and amplifies these amazing qualities in Hannah. You two both move through the world with the most loving hearts. And all of us here in this room tonight are so lucky to have been a recipient of that love. So many blessings tonight as we raise our glasses to Hannah and Christian, their eternal union, and their life built in love.
This wedding celebration has been a long time coming. Very grateful for the many, many conversations I had with Hannah during her 6 years in New Haven. So, all to say, I'm overjoyed to finally be here celebrating Hannah and Christian's wedding with you all this weekend. Both Hannah and Christian have always stood out to me as individuals who have been strongly committed to their faith and strongly committed to loving others. And these commitments will serve them well in marriage. And I pray that the goodness and love of God will shine even more brightly through them together. So cheers, finally, to Hannah and Christian.